passion to heart with your actions. That's exactly what my friends at the Columbus Zoo have done with the many conservation projects they support around the world. Jaguars are majestic and powerful creatures. They are the largest cat in the Americas and at the top of the food chain in their native habitat. These supreme predators once roamed from the southern tip of South America to the U.S.-Mexican border, but sadly now face threats of habitat loss and human conflict.
Jaguars are considered near threatened, but in certain areas they're almost extinct. And it's believed that in the Sonora region of Mexico, there are only about 80 jaguars. The jaguars keep other populations in check, the prey populations that, if left unchecked, could bring disease or could outgraze in these protected areas that are so important to so many other species.
The Columbus Zoo supports Project Wildcat, working with local ranchers in the Sonoran Desert in Mexico to help protect jaguars and other important species of the region.
Project Wildcat is a project to help the ranchers whose livestock could be threatened by predators. So the goal is to protect jaguars by creating a wildlife corridor so they can pass through and around these ranches and get to protected areas. And in return, the ranchers are given supplies and better ranching methods that ensure that their livestock will survive. The zoo is all about saving animals wherever they occur. We help instill a passion for wildlife and knowing that we need to coexist with all of these other species.
Thanks for joining me on today's adventure. From the Columbus Zoo, I'm Jack Hanna, hoping you'll come along next time as we go into the wild. Jack Hanna's Into the Wild is brought to you by Nationwide and the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, partners in conservation for over 30 years. I'm Jack Hanna, coming to you from my home, the Columbus Zoo. Join me as we go to South Africa. This country has it all. Amazing views. There she's up. There she's up again. Golly, look at that.
Oh my God.
Wildlife like you wouldn't believe.
You can see how small the baby's on the right.
Right.
It's tiny, tiny, tiny.
And plenty of local characters. I wouldn't sit there if I was you.
That's exactly what I'm planning.
What are you doing? Get ready for the adventure of a lifetime. Next, when we go into the wild. Oh. All over the world, the biggest threat facing animals is the loss of habitat. It's a simple but troubling fact. The more our human population grows, the less land there is for wildlife. In South Africa, however, one of their pioneering conservationists hopes to turn that model around in a wildlife reserve named Sambona. 100 years ago, there were no wild animals here at all. The land was used for farming and ranching, although it's hard to imagine what kind of crops could grow in a hot and dry environment like this. But today, thanks to the big dreams of a man named Adrian Gardner, an entire ecosystem has been revived, and wildlife long considered gone from these lands have been reintroduced to this area, transporting all of us back to a wilder Africa. My wife Sue and our daughter Julie are spending a few days with me at Sambona, which is the sister park to another famous wildlife reserve called Shamwari. Although only a few hours drive from each other, by looking at the landscape, you'd think they were on different planets. But these reserves have more in common than you'd think: abundant wildlife and a commitment to conservation. This entire area used to be farms and ranches, and a good friend of mine, Adrian Gardner, who's a tremendous conservationist, had the vision of purchasing 20-something farms in this entire area here. Not just one ranch or farm, but 20 of them all put together. Then came the slow and careful reintroduction of all the hoofstock, pachyderms, and predators that would have been here before these thousands of acres were converted to farmland. And that's why we've come to Sambona today, to witness this amazing transformation. Right when we started our morning game drive, Jerron got a radio call that said that there was a mother cheetah with 2 cubs. When I say cubs, they were about almost a year old. It was way, way far away, like an hour or so drive. And sure enough, we drove and drove and drove. We pull up and they look out there, and there it was, the cheetah right underneath the trees. It's right in the shade. See, look to the left of the tree. The little shady spot is right there. The head's looking right at you.
Oh, that's tough to see.
Jeepers creepers.
Yeah. What we'll do, we'll approach at a bit of a angle. Because if we walk straight to them, that's a threatening walk. Stay close together, because the more we spread out, the more threatening we become. We'll get ourselves into a nice position, and then we're just going to sit down and watch.
Do you know how many are there?
There's three.
Three?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. Some people don't realize the amount of time and effort it takes to have these animals have trust in man.
It's a very long process, Jack. But it's like anything, you know. As humans, we obviously have that respect for personal space. And as long as we respect that with each other and we show that towards animals, that basic respect for their personal space, then they allow us into their world. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Wow, look at that. What's happening there?
They're playing.
Playing?
Biting each other, yeah.
Wow, look at that.
I think what we've seen is two brothers. So they'll like to irritate each other and obviously get their dominance. Who's more dominant over the other, working out the hierarchy amongst the two of them.
Look at them look at each other, Sue.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So what? She seems to be looking for something. What's she looking for?
Yeah, I think she's obviously sitting up and you can see how she's looking in all directions. And if you look at the bellies aren't full at all. She's obviously hungry. Because this is the challenge that cheetah face. We don't know how long she hasn't been without food, but because they're so specialized, the longer she goes without food, the less energy she has. So she has to start making sure that if I'm going to chase something, I've got to start getting very sure that I'm going to catch it.
At this point, would the cubs help her hunt, or are they still just learning?
They're still just learning.
There she goes. They're leaving. Look at this.
She's
wow.
in the sunlight
Look at this,
now.
Sue. Oh, look at him stretching. Look at him stretching.
See the little one at the back? This one is the dominant brother.
This one is?
Yeah, because look, his mom and his brother have moved on. He's confident enough to stay here.
He says, why do I have to get about this shit? I don't do a hunt.
Yes.
I can right here and bring the food to me. Oh, there they go. Golly, they look at that.
Oh, my
Wow.
Chasing each other.
They're playing. Look at them. See, that's how they hunt, Sue. That's what they're doing right there. Do you think that's play? But it's play, and it's also teaching. See how he tried to grab the rear? Look at this. Wow. Oh, my gosh. Oh, Sue. Good night. I don't believe this.
It's incredible.
Seeing these cheetahs so close to our vehicles proved to us that you never know what you're going to see when you go on safari. And here at Sambona, there are rangers all over the property on the lookout for Africa's most elusive creatures. And when you get the radio call that they found one, you move fast. In this case, we were called to a little straggly bush by the side of the road to meet a ranger named Rudy, and a little surprised.
That's a big one.
What is up there?
Yeah, Rudy's found tracks of a puff adder.
A puff adder?
Yeah.
Where's the tracks?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. How'd you find him?
I just followed the tracks, came across here, just saw the tracks. Over here you can see he struggled a bit and he did a bit of a sidewinding motion.
And I said, we got to see this. And he said, it's right there in that bush. I went there and looked in this bush. I looked in the bush. 4 feet from the bush, 3 feet from the bush. I didn't want to get too close because they jump out. I sat there and I kept looking. And finally, you see it. It looked just exactly like the roots in the inner part of that bush.
Yeah, that is a major reason why they're responsible for the most snake bites in Africa. You find that most snakes will try to get out of your way as you approach. These guys rely on their coloration to actually blend in. And what usually happens is people step on them and then they get bit. It's a very painful bite. It's a cytotoxic venom. So it basically attacks your flesh cells. So you usually lose a limb if you get bit.
I said, can you take him out of there so I can see what he really looks like? Because I can't see in this bush. Oh, wow, man alive. Look at the size of that thing.
Oh.
Whoa, wee.
All right, so there you go.
He's got a diamond head like our rattlesnake kind of.
Yeah, similar snakes to rattlesnakes. They're not aggressive animals by nature, and as long as I stand still, you know, their eyes are fixed on movement. So the basic principle is to keep as still as possible, and they won't see you as a threat, and they won't strike.
Oh, I just can't believe you did that.
Just get him by the head so his fangs can't reach me, because they can bite through their bottom lip. So it's really important to have a good grip on them.
Whoa, look at that.
Look at those.
Never seen one. What's that?
Those
is that
are
his
the
tongue?
fangs?
That
right?
is just his tongue hanging
His
out
tongue.
here.
Tongue.
And if you have a look at how big his fangs are, just get him to bite onto the stick there.
Oh, no.
See, there you go. See, hinged so he can move it around.
Golly day. Like a hypodermic needle.
Exactly.
He said, let me show you something I don't show many people. because people have a misconception about snakes. Snakes really don't want to harm you. It's just if you get up to them or do something, I'm going to show you. He sits down like this with legs crossed, sits in the sand there in the dirt. I wouldn't sit there if I was you.
That's exactly what I'm planning.
This snake just starts coming toward him like it's his pet snake or something, which you wasn't. What are you doing?
I'm demonstrating how their eyes are fixed on movement and how they don't want to hurt anyone.
Oh my gosh. Sue!
They can't see you. They can smell you, but you don't classify as food. So you're not on the menu and pretty safe.
Oh, I have never in my life seen anything like that. I mean, I just was sitting, that's it.
That is truly amazing.
Jeez, oh,
yeah,
man.
it really is. So if you would see one and you felt threatened, you were too close, if you just stand still immediately, that's your best defense?
That's your best defense, yeah.
I think the important thing in all of this, though, Rudy said that the reason why he let the snake crawl on him like that is because he wanted to show people that the snake isn't aggressive. He wants people to value the snake because so often people, if they see one, they want to kill it, and they do. And he said, you know what? They're not aggressive, and you really need to appreciate them for what they are.
Coming up. Well, where's that line going out through there?
She's gonna go drink. What I think is we're going wait at the water. She's gonna come right past us to drink.
Next on Jack Hanna's Into the Wild. My family and I are in South Africa visiting the Sambona Wildlife Reserve. There are over 115,000 acres of land here, so there's always a lot to see.
Let's cut in down here.
There are animals down there?
What we've heard is there's a report of a baby rhino down here. So this is the best approach, is to go and stand way above so we can watch it from up top here.
You wonder, Jack, how the animals run so fast across this stuff. It's not easy to walk on.
What's that down there, those animals?
There's zebra and red hartebeest.
I see a rhino. Is that the one you see?
No, that's not her.
Okay, because I do see one.
No, there it is. There it is.
You see it?
Yeah. Straight, you see all the green foliage?
Yeah, right after that.
Right in that
Yes, I see
clearing.
it.
You can see how small
Yeah.
the baby's on the right.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Is it tiny?
It's tiny, tiny, tiny.
2 weeks. 2 weeks old. See, it's so small now, and it's just getting used to all the hearing, the smell. And on windy days like this, they'll get real jumpy because they've got so many scents rushing past them. They just get real excited. You can see it's away from its mom now, and it's all about discovering its new world.
Rhino? Mm-hmm.
Looks like a toy. Look at that thing run.
It's a great little thing, another little baby for the reserve. You know, if you look at the current spate of rhino poaching that's sweeping through South Africa, every newborn is exactly what not just Sambona needs, the country needs as a whole.
Especially right now, you're losing about one every other day.
Yeah.
Can't keep up with the...
Going into thick stuff now, so let's go over this ridge and we'll start heading back.
As the day brightened up and the temperatures rose, we continued on our safari through Sambona. We had hoped to come across some lions, but they don't usually just show up and say, "Hi, here we are," unless you're an antelope or something. But sometimes you can find what you're looking for by finding something else first, like these alert jackals we spotted. So wait, I see some jackal up here, and then is there a lion over there?
Oh, there's a lion there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
There's jackal. You see, that's where the kill is, under the tree.
You got a good eye.
Straight
Oh,
up
there, I
there.
see two jackal, don't I? Yes. What's that noise?
That's the jackal.
That's not from a jackal.
Yeah.
Well, where's that line going out through there then?
She's gonna go drink. What I think is we go and wait at the water. She's gonna come right past us to drink.
Oh, it's a big female, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow, you'll get much closer than that.
Gonna be thirsty after a good meal. She's gonna go and drink.
Well, she knows exactly where she's going for the water, doesn't she?
She's got a purpose. She knows where she's going.
Look at her. She seems like she wants to drink, but she keeps looking back here.
Could be she's just waiting for the other lioness to join her.
Oh, here she goes, Sue, look.
Oh, that's beautiful, huh?
Wow,
Jack,
look at that.
look at that.
Well, oh, you know something? Look how leery she is. Isn't that amazing? She wants it. What's she leery about?
Maybe because it's slippery.
Yeah.
A lot of mud there. Yeah, it is. You can see it's slippery.
Sue, you're right. This is the first time we've ever seen this, isn't it?
Look at that. This is a first for me, Joanne.
No, it's incredible. We've been really lucky today. Guys, have a look at this. You see those reeds up ahead to the left of the lioness? Yeah. Look behind it, there's a baboon there. What? He hasn't seen the lioness. He also wants to come down to drink. Watch this, this is gonna be incredible.
Well, this is gonna be unbelievable if that lion sees what'll happen.
He's gonna get the fright of his life.
Uh-oh, he said maybe later. Yeah, I'll see you later.
See there, he's barking now, shouting the warning.
Would this be a place that she would come down to try to get game as well?
Definitely, yeah. Large body of water is going to attract a large amount of herbivores. Perfect place for setting up an ambush. It's probably exactly how they got their kill.
The kill. We'd almost forgotten about it. By this time, the second lioness was on her way to the water hole, which meant that the leftovers were fair game for the jackals. As we were coming back, there wasn't one jackal, two jackals, like 8 or 9 jackals started coming on the kill there. Because, you know, it's amazing in nature what happens out here. A lion makes a kill, the jackals, hyenas take over, and then after that are the buzzards and vultures. So that's unusual, because every time we try and film a jackal, what's he do? He just like looks at us, laughs, and takes off. But this time, that didn't happen.
Yeah, very opportunistic hunters. And they were just waiting for the lionesses to leave, and they took advantage of the situation, big time.
Coming up.
Okay, Jack, now we're going to test you.
Hold on a minute now. That's a saber-toothed tiger. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. Next on Jack Hanna's Into the Wild. Sambona Wildlife Reserve is a unique park, a few hours east of Cape Town, South Africa. And I don't just say unique as it relates to the animals. It's a unique lodge. And while we've been very fortunate to stay in one of their luxury tents, not that long ago, a rugged group of pioneers ran 19 farms on this land. Most of them were run by Afrikaners or Dutch settlers. And make no mistake, farming on land as dry and harsh as this had to be hard. We asked our guide, Duran, if there was any evidence left of the area's previous history.
If you have a look here, Jack, it's one of the sadder parts of the reserve's history. You can see all these unmarked graves here. See, packed with rocks. You've got the
God,
headstone
look at
over
this.
here.
Whose graves are these?
These were more than likely farm laborers, but this is basically a result of the 1918 Spanish flu that's swept globally.
My grandmother died from that in
Really?
the United States, yeah, the influenza.
The reason why I say laborers is because the ones that are unmarked, who generally we found were laborers, and then you'll find the farmers that we had at that time, they've gone through the process of naming and doing births and death dates and everything.
There was one that we found, and it was just such a beautiful headstone or tombstone, and the way the numbers and the names were engraved with lead, and it still was there.
Look at this. This is, what is this, granite or marble?
Looks
This
like
is marble.
marble. Yeah.
So somebody had a tombstone here like this,
Yeah.
probably.
It would have been up here.
I just like the way you've preserved the history here. And it just,
It's part of us. You'll see there's other buildings, you know, that people can potentially comment and say, you know, look at that old thing, why don't you just bash it down? You know, it's part of this reserve, it's part of the history, it's part of the cultural history that was here. So it all adds to the story of what is Sanborna.
Here we have a lionesses truck. This is a behind pole, this is a front pole. And your front pole is always bigger than the behind pole.
And of course, a story's no good unless it can be told. That's why Sanborna organizes game drives and programs for the local children here.
Children that live on the reserve that have grown up here, but also the neighboring farmers. Because if we don't have their support as to what this conservational purpose is for, how can they support it?
Right. One of the most popular educational attractions is a boneyard behind one of the lodges where you have to try and guess which skull belongs to which animal. It's not quite as easy as I thought. This is a water buffalo. Or, darn it, that's another continent. It's called a, wait a minute. That's a saber-toothed tiger. Oh, no, that's a topi.
I was thinking of the hartebeest.
Bzzz, wrong.
Oh,
This is wrong. Right.
hartebeest, yay!
But that's the whole point of it is, you know, to get these kids and to get them to understand, you know, it's the whole touch concept. See it up close.
This is zoo. I'm doing this
Yeah.
at the zoo. I'm doing this the minute I get back.
it's-
I mean, I
it's
don't
really
but I
clever.
can call you for some skulls because you live here. It's been an amazing day on safari here in South Africa. With so many incredible animal encounters, I couldn't ask for more. But as we arrived for dinner, we found that Sanborna had one more surprise for us.
Hi, guys! Hi!
And so you get to see the culture, and they get to see us. We talk to each other. And it just is so important for cultures like ours and theirs to come together.
It was just a great way to end the day, to see those children play the instruments and know that they're involved now with the conservation efforts. It was perfect.
Coming up,
The eastern hellbender salamander is now an endangered species. People can reduce and reuse and recycle to protect wildlife.
next on Jack Hanna's Into the Wild. Closed captioning brought to you. Jack Hanna's Into the Wild is brought to you by Nationwide and the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, partners in conservation for over 30 years.